Hi guys, Captain TigerLily here, and we are back with more of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. And I know it's been a little bit since I played. I was playing some cozy cat games. It just felt right. Anyway, we're going to jump in today, and we've got the experiment to do, which I'm not entirely sure if I've missed anything now because I popped up in a different place than where I left off. Apparently, it didn't sync properly, so that's fun. But anyway, it is what it is. So, before we get started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell. That way you guys get notified when new videos go live. And share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me solve all the mysteries. So, what we need to do is set up the alkaloid from the chemical laboratory and the caterpillars. So, I don't know if we have the thing I need to do for that. But unless I have to go back to Baker Street and do it. But I'm missing pieces, aren't I? I don't remember. Because it says to do that. I still don't know where this fragment goes. From the floor of the Colonial Collection Room. Judging by its form and refinement, it's probably part of a statue or sculpture. Now, I wonder if the statue's over in the Divine Syndicate's thing, but okay, so I guess we'll go back to Baker Street and see if I can do it there. If not, I maybe can do it over at the Syndicate's area. I don't know. They had all the equipment set up there too, so who knows? We're gonna go find out. Whoops. Why am I there? Okay. Can I do the thing here?
According to the deadly plants
I need fertilizer.
In order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely.
That doesn't help me with the fertilizer. What am I supposed to use for fertilizer then? I'm pretty sure this is my same problem from last time. But what is the fertilizer? Like, for real. So I wonder, I'm going to go back to the Syndicate, and I want to see if there's anything I can do with that piece of the statue, and if I missed something. I might have missed something. I don't know. I feel like if I did miss anything, it would be in the room that's got the, all the equipment in it. He's still up there doing his thing. Keep doing your thing, man. I wonder. I examined that, and it didn't say it went to anything, so excuse me. Have I missed anything at all? Oh, did I not see that before?
This substance is an alkaloid. The same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens.
That's a fertilizer, right?
We can begin our experiment.
Okay, so that was the only thing I was missing. And there's nothing else that statue piece can go with, right? Okay. So I feel like we need to come up with some conclusions here. So I'm gonna say this for now. But I'm not gonna definitively say it yet. I'm gonna keep investigating. Okay, we're gonna go back to Baker Street. It's fine. Okay, let's do this experiment. Okay.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, If you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's take a caterpillar and put one on there.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
Okay.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
Okay, and then what about this one? Well then. Now what? Well, actually, you know what? I'll put that back, and then we'll do this next, since this is the Oh, okay.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
So does that one.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Oh, that one wakes up, though.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Interesting. So I wonder if they used a combination of all the things. Let's see what happens with the pin, I guess. Stab it!
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
So what does this one do? Oh, it didn't like that.
It appears to have
Sorry,
fallen
Audrey 2.
inactive after being disturbed.
Alright, what does this one do then if I stab it with a pin? Oh no!
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
So let's take that one and swap it. And then let's pour on that one so that it wakes up.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
And then stab it. No, stab it.
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
So I don't know. Maybe if I put a caterpillar
This
on.
plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
Oh, maybe. Hold on. I've got an idea. So what if I do this? Swap it with that one. That one's open. Then I put the caterpillar here. Aha!
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
Okie dokie.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there.
Yes.
Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Okie dokie. Then let's, oh, we've got things. Missing deadly plants with deadly precision. The Divine Syndicate left plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montague Dunn at a later date. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Divine Syndicate were able to. I don't know. I don't think that if they did it, it was them alone. Let's go back and talk to Hamish, Albert, and what's her name, Margaret? Miss White. And see what they have to say about this whole thing. Because I have questions. Oh, come on now. Alright, well, he's right here, so let's talk to him first. I guess. Martin Hamish.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
I see.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Oh, Albert. I would like to know what you've got to say.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard.
Stupid
It was
spam
perhaps
calls.
20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
Okay.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor.
Oh, poor guy.
God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Alright, we gotta go talk to Miss White as well. She was over in the seed room. Right? I think. I don't remember. Every new case it's something else and I can't figure out what's where. Alright, Miss White. I have questions for you.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me.
Trust her.
Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Something about the timeline is
recording an experiment
lining up.
when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Oh, certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Oh.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Okay. Okay, let's go in here first, so. That's first. Then escaping the room. Sure. Escape the spores. Then push your way out.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
We have an experiment to perform on the ventilation? Since when? I mean, okay. What am I supposed to do? Place the caterpillars on there.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
We already looked at that. Yeah, it's over here. We gotta go outside. Is it over here? No, it's the other way. Shite. I was supposed to go through the desert side. It's fine. Oh, actually. Is it in here? Oh no, it does go all the way over there. Okay. And out. And then all the way across to here. Aha!
The power is on. The engine cannot be started whilst the transmission is active.
Oh, well then flick it off.
The engine has started.
Okay.
The ventilation system is working.
Anything else I'm supposed to be doing? Do I have to go back and do something else? I wonder. Whoop, wrong way. Is there supposed to be another switch? I wonder. Maybe I need to go to one of the other buildings. Maybe there's like a switch or something in one of the buildings. I don't know. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. There's the third one. Okay. Maybe there's something in here. Ooh.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Where is the other one? Follow the vent? Into the nursery, I guess? Aha!
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
Alright.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
He's just got the one in his hair. Interesting. Oh, we've got a new thing. There we go. Martin Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plants in the Colonial Collection Room. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality of how to do this. Okay. Oh, there's still more deductions to make. Okay. Oh no. The knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of the plants. She does have a lot of the biological knowledge. Doubtful that he could have learned how the plants might release their deadly spores. He's not very good at it. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, just because he had the opportunity doesn't mean that he did so. I'm gonna say the sect wasn't involved. So, partial theft there. That still doesn't help with this one. I don't think that would have done it though. Yeah. So we've got So I don't think he did it. So I don't know. Would that work? Martin Hamish could be the killer. He had the opportunity to steal the Divine Syndicate's plants and stimulate them from his workplace directly after he had locked Montague Dunn inside the Colonial Collection Room. Are we supposed to, though? I don't think he killed him, but he might have stolen the plants. I don't think he did it, but I think he might have stolen the plants. I don't think he killed him, but at the very least, I think he might have stolen the plants. I don't know. I have concerns. Lestrade? Where you at, man? Staff room. Lestrade.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Good, good, good. Alright. Oh, we're automatically moving somewhere. Where are we going? Ooh, excuse me. I don't know where we're supposed to be going right now. This is a tricky one. I don't think it's Albert, though. Okay? I don't think it's Albert. If it's anyone, it's either going to be Hamish,
Inspector, I came
out of
here
anger,
as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house.
or
There's no need to hurry.
Miss White out of, quite frankly, just pure bitterness at him cutting her off and not doing anything. So, I don't know. I suppose we're gonna go in here.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed.
No.
Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Well, that could have gone better.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
I mean, at least it was quick. His letter? Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim of our circumstances, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Is that really him?
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Oh. Interesting. What does that mean? Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his clubfoot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system. Did he not do it? Oh no! Discuss with Lestrade the possibility of possible impact of nucleus found on Martin Hamish. Oh dear. So, was he innocent the whole time? Oh, guys. Did we fuck up? Did we fuck up? Okay, Lestrade, we need to talk.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I
Oh,
don't
my
suppose
nose.
you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
Okay.
The map at the entrance of
So-
Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Oh, good.
Let
The
us
map does have a
analyze the
use.
facts and statements, so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay. So, Albert met with Martin and his father, right? So, Martin Hamish and Montague Dunn went to meet Albert at Seed House around 9:30. So, that one... Yeah. Albert, he saw... Albert was in the Seed House the entire morning. At 10 minutes past 10. So that's also an Albert one. And then, so, returns from talking to Mrs. White at 10 past 10. Yeah. Returns to the Seed House around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dunn went out to the backyard. So 9:40. I think. Martin Hamish returns to the Seed House at then, and then he returned to Dry Tropics. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40, so that one. Talking to Hamish in the laboratory. Oh, no. This would be 10:40, and then this one would be 10:30. Is that right? Let's play the events. Would that
Let
have...
us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection room.
Uh-huh.
He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful.
Okay.
Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room.
It's true.
Which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than
it was her.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
It wasn't Albert. It wasn't Albert. Hamish's timeline, White's timeline, and then Hamish's timeline, Albert's timeline. So White had 20 minutes. It would have been enough time to trap Montague Dunn. She could have locked the door and alerted Martin Hamish to activate the ventilation system. I think that's it. Albert wasn't involved. I don't know, though. I think that's it. I'm going to go with it. Margaret White was Martin Hamish's accomplice in killing Montague Dunn. Her professional ambition and personal situation had been damaged by the breakup with Dunn. Miss White is a dangerous woman, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son Albert and later pushed Martin Hamish to his suicide. She deserves the rope. Honestly, I'm condemning her. I am for this one. I don't feel bad for her. Essentially, she murdered for money. Yep. I think this is the right answer. Because Albert killing his father doesn't make any sense. Yes, he was upset, but he was willing to step up and, like, actually do the things for his dad, even if he didn't really want to. So I think it was her.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
She was working with the syndicate.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining, the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right.
He's not wrong.
Count on me, Holmes.
I wonder if we'll get to see Mary Watson in any of these games.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Oh god, is she trying to poison herself?
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Oh god. I don't want to fuck this up.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
It's okay.
Stop.
We're gonna
this
stop you.
foolishness.
You
cannot truly
do
want to
not
die.
do that.
No, it's too late.
Oh no! Shit. I didn't know I could click that.
Tragic, Holmes.
Are
Well,
you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly.
Can I
poor
fix
child.
it? Oh man. This is what I did. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna replay that because I want to try to save her. It will reload before the moral choice is made. Okay, that's fine. I remember what I did. We're gonna replay the cutscene again. It's gonna be fine. I don't want her to die, okay? Like, yes, go to prison because of what you did. You're not gonna... No, we're not doing that. Okay. Condemn Miss White. Yes. Go to the gardens, replay that whole thing, knock the vial out of her hand before she can do anything. I didn't know I could click on it because normally it highlights the circle, but it's fine. Now I know. Don't say anything. I know I done fucked up.
But Holmes,
It is.
Move along. Already heard you boys talk about it.
Mr. Holmes,
You do.
Okay.
Not for. So please.
you were wrong.
To do.
You think
You don't...
it is over, Miss.
Over.
The other side. No! Stop!
Okay, so. Step forward.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Oh, her hands are shaking. She don't actually want to do this.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
Okay.
No, it's too late.
Okay. Where's the circle? Knock it out of her hands. There we go. Whew. We're gonna pretend the other version didn't happen.
Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Well, we did the thing. Okay. We're accepting the decision. Okay. Impartial. Great. Okay. I did it. Half moonwalk. My goodness, how many cases are in this game?
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
Oh no!
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Oh, we gotta go help Wiggins' brother. Oh, man. Oh, what did I get to keep from this one? I kept a deadly plant? That seems... Okay, well... How do I switch to the next one? Oh, they're just lined up there, so... Okay, so it was correct. I just... Okay. Well then. Now that we've solved that one, and unexpectedly so, I did not know what conclusion we were going to be coming to that one. All I knew is I cannot find I can't find a direction that makes his face look okay while I'm standing here, so I'm going to move to the other side of the room. There. That's better. But I didn't think that we were going to come to that conclusion. All I knew is that it wasn't Albert. Like, there was no indication that it was Albert whatsoever. I do hate that Martin Hamish is dead, though, because of that. It's unfortunate. But anyway, we got a new case. We got to go try to absolve Wiggins' brother. Because apparently the police are saying he murdered people, and Wiggins is saying he didn't do it. I'm inclined to believe Wiggins. I've had no reason not to trust him. He's been a good lad. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. And if you guys like this video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me solve all the crimes and dish out some punishments. I'll leave the full playlist down below me on the screen if you guys want to get caught up on anything that you may have missed, or if this happens to be the first episode that you're catching and you want to watch from the beginning. All in order down below me, because it drives me nuts when people put them in the reverse order. So I don't do that. Like, I don't care if somebody else decides, oh, I want to put the newest order at the newest video at the top of the playlist. No, chronological. It has to be chronological. Sorry. If I don't do it that way, my brain will explode. I'm also going to leave the link to the game down in the description if you guys want to play this for yourselves. And if you do, let me know what you guys chose as not only your moral choices, but what conclusions you came to. Just because I'm very curious to see what you guys came up with. And just let me know down below, okay? I'm going to leave the full playlist on the opposite side of the screen for Control if you guys want to go get caught up on everything over there. And I should have a few more cozy games coming soon as well. And I don't know how long Darkestville Castle is either, so that's going to be interesting. But all of these games, I literally have no idea how long the games are supposed to be, so whenever they're done, they're done. And I've got some other games we're going to play after that, so it's going to be interesting. Anyway, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!